5 new high-ticket clients in the next 7 days. I know that might sound impossible, but I'll give you the exact same booking funnel that we've used, selling one-to-many, that has done this for coaches and consultants in 90+ decent verticals with proven backed results with it. My name is Jason Wojo. For you guys who are new to the channel, I'm one of the most highly sought after marketers online, done 9 figures in ad revenue, 150 million to be exact. That's been accounted by this exact same funnel I'm going to walk you through today. Now, if I were to get 5 new high-ticket clients in 7 days, the only thing that I would use is a webinar funnel. Now, I'm going to break down the numbers for you today and show you how this whole system breaks down so you have full clarity and context so you can implement this thing in the next couple of days. So let's get into it. Now, before you get all these high-ticket clients in the next 7 days, we have to go through a couple things first. Number one is your offer. You need to fix your offer because this is where 99% of businesses fail. You have the wrong offer for the wrong audience with a bad results-driven promise. So I'm going to walk you through here on my iPad of what looks like a bad offer and what is a good offer. So what classifies a bad offer versus a good offer? A bad offer has a weak RDP. Okay, what does that mean? A weak results-driven promise. If I can't tell you what I do in one sentence and it's too vague, now the avatar expects that the results they will achieve are vague as well. So that's a weak results-driven promise. Number two is that a bad offer has a bad problem. Okay, most people's problems are, obviously bad problems, but the bad problem with your offer is that you're going after the wrong pain point. You have to attack the correct pain point. And those are usually, which we're going to jump to the right-hand side, which you have a strong results-driven promise that goes after revenue or transformation-based problems. Okay, so for example, if I said to you, I'm going to help your beauty business grow, that is a bad offer. But instead, if I said, I'm going to help your beauty business add 10K per month in the next 30 days using my 0 to 10K beauty bosses method, that all of a sudden has a very strong results-driven promise, and it hits the transformation and it hits the revenue-driven problem, which is money. And let's be real, regardless of what niche you're in, they want transformation, they want results, or they want more money, right? And transformation can be losing weight, being more productive, or, finding that new key hire in their business. It has to be transformative. If it just says, yeah, I help people become more motivated, okay, no one cares. But instead, if I said, I help speakers with a better pitch deck that gets them to close more one-to-many deals from stage, now I have a better results-driven promise because they know what they're getting and they know the result is going to drive. They have to be two things that completely attach to each other to drive a better results-driven promise. And that's what they're looking for. For example, I had a client, Tara, and Tara was teaching realtors how to close 3 new deals per month. Problem with that is that it's just deals. Those deals could be small. It could be a trailer park for all we freaking care. Instead, we switch it to how I'm helping realtors hit 40K months using the same system that I use to do $400 million a year in real estate sales. Boom. Now we know that I'm going to hit 40K a month if I follow what Tara tells me to do. They want the expectation, they want the transformation, and they want the expectation to know that what they're doing is going to actually work. And here's the thing about offers is that there's this price point myth out here that, oh, if my price is too high, it's not going to convert that well. Think about low ticket offers, $7 offers, $27 offers, $27 offers. They didn't fail because the price. They failed because the offer and the results-driven promise that was pushed in front of them. It did not hit the right pain point, and it did not partake in any results-driven promise that was sexy enough to get them inclined. Now, the second part of this is a trust-building VSL or slide deck. Okay, so I'm going to break this down for you here. We can either have a VSL or we can have a slide deck. Okay, if you do click the link in the description below, you're going to see an example of a slide deck that we use for our webinar Done For You offer, which I want you to partake in as a part of this video. If you're a coach, consultant, service pro, and you're looking to have a webinar funnel to sell one-to-many, I want to take it off your hands done for you. So click the link in the description below, and you'll be able to see that kind of slide deck. Okay, people like to learn through video, and some people like to be visual. Okay, that's the difference. Videos allow you to track. If someone watches your video, you can actually retarget them using a software called eBooth to retarget them onto other platforms. And that's one-click attribution. With the slide deck is that they can go and we call this an impatience thing because it's kind of like a book glossary. If I go to a book glossary in the first page, I can see what pages have X thing and I can just zoom right to it. That's the cool part about the slide deck. Maybe the slide deck on the page, people just want to go right to the investment slide, or how what's the guarantee, or whatever that thing is that is answering the biggest objection. They can go right to the page in the slide deck. And I love using it because I've used this slide deck many times to get the most out of my paid traffic. And people love slide decks because as soon as I give them a slide deck, they can take that and actually look at each slide, and they go to the call more prepared. It's hard to regurgitate a whole entire VSL video because VSLs can be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Even a 5-minute video is hard to regurgitate because people don't know at what point, at what minute do you go over the meat and potatoes of the offer. The slide deck allows you to get right to the point and give people that directness that they like and enjoy and trust. And for your VSL, it could be a simple video like this, talking to the camera, going over who they should be, identifying them with a problem, showing them testimonials, walking them through how your system works, walking through why your system is different, and then going into what their path is going to look like if they don't take action, they do take action we have to offer. And then closing remarks, which is simply, this is what you need to do to take action on this very page. And that is the primary point of a VSL. And also incorporating your story or story architect, what I'll be covering in the video, so subscribe for more videos to come. But the story architect is how you loop in your story of how you went from 0 to hero and how your results-driven promise goes over the 0 to hero, and show them what you did and why this system is a proof of concept for them as well. If they don't see that you went through the struggles and the pain and the trauma of hitting that next result, then it's going to be hard for your audience to believe that you can help them do it. Okay, so if I said to you, hey, I'm going to help you at 100K a month, but I never made 100K a month, it's kind of hard for me to believe that I'm going to help you. Also, if it took me too long, let's say I go over my story and I'm like, yeah, it took me 6 years to hit 100K a month. Now your audience is pre-framed as it's going to take a lot longer. So now your results are actually hurting you because you just took too long, so you shouldn't be selling information in the first place, but you get the point. What you say in your story dictates how they can follow the same footsteps and get the same result as you as well. And this VSL is a great way to be personal in video, to have good posture, good hand movements, be able to speak with good tonality and professionalism, make sure that you're capturing your audience's attention so they kind of see you in motion. The slide deck's great for information-seeking buyers, but the video is more about personal human connection that I love and enjoy the most about even being in this business in the first place and making content just like this for you. And there's this really cool rule that I like, which is the no perfection rule. A lot of you want to film, VSLs and ads and all this stuff, and you think that you need crazy production, a studio, cool podcast mic. I'm doing this with a Rode mic. It's $100. I'm doing this with a decent Canon camera. It's $500. It's not a crazy big setup. The tripod's $30. Okay, it's not expensive to do this. You're getting in your own way. And if you look for perfectionism, you're going to get nothing. You're going to over-critique everything you say. You're going to over-critique when you stutter. You're going to over-critique the ending of the video and say, oh, I went 4 minutes in, now I got to restart. Like, no. That's why they developed editing, okay? And this is a piece of like, I just want things to get out there. I'm all about quantity on the content side with a little bit of quality. Okay, but don't go this whole quality-only route. Unless you have a massive budget behind you to hire an expensive camera crew, you're spending $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month on that, and you got the editing software and the SOPs and processes to suffice that kind of fulfillment. So what I'm going to break down for you is a simple 2-step funnel, just like the one I'm looking at right now, that's going to allow you to get more leads in your ecosystem and build the right webinar. Okay, so here's one. That's for a webinar live on Zoom this Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Review live the proven system women in real estate use to add 3 to 10 million in sales every single year. She's giving a proper expectation that if you are a woman in real estate, that you can add $3 to $10 million per year on her webinar. All from someone who's personally earned $600,000 a year and crossed $375 million in sales. Okay, and she breaks this down very highly in the VSL on the page. What you're going to learn from the masterclass, meet the presenter a little bit, get more personal, and then we have case studies. They click a button, they opt in with their info. I'm just going to put, I'm going to put my name here. I'm going to put we're going to put here, Wojo. I'm just going to put a random email in. Okay, sorry if my typing is off. We're going to do this really quick. Okay, and I'm going to put a random phone number in, reserve my spot. Okay, I'm just going to do a random number. Okay, reserve my spot. Now I go to the next page, and this next page is going to set the stage for what she's going to be teaching. Okay, also there's a call to action on this page so that after they watch the VSL, they can join the school group and she starts building community. And this is a simple 2-step funnel that we've used to close 5 high-ticket clients every single week for 7 days, right? And Tara's a great example. Here's a result from her selling 5 people on a webinar, 4K pop, making $20,000 in sales. Perfect testimonial. Okay. She sold a 4K offer, 5 people bought it, and she made 20K. So things like this are going to allow you to build the bridge and obviously get more high ticket clients, because once everyone shows up to the webinar, you're the authority, right? She's got 60, 70 people in her room, and they're all sitting there going, wow, she got all these people to show up. I have to listen to her. She's the authority in the room. Like, she doesn't have a big brand. She has 600 followers, on Instagram right now from her new construction expert page. 600 followers. She's doing 20K a week on a webinar. And this is what you can achieve if you implement this simple 2-step funnel into your business. If you're looking to create your ad for your webinar, I'm going to give you the exact structure that we use for video scripts. So let's go down to the whiteboard and let's map it out. First things first is your hook. Okay, so if you're a woman in real estate struggling to hit 3 million or more in production every single year, I'm hitting hook with pain point. Okay, then I go into social proof, then invite, then what they're going to learn, and then reiterate the CTA. So if you follow me here, if you're a woman in real estate who's struggling to hit $3 million per year in production, I was able to do $375 million in production while earning 40K a month. And I stopped doing all of that to teach women in real estate like you how to do it for yourself. And I want to invite you to my free training this Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to break this all down for you, because here's the 3 big things I'm going to teach you that are going to move the needle for you. 1, 2, 3. So click the button below, sign up completely free, and I will see you this Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's the script right there. And that's the way that I break that down for every single webinar funnel. Now, if you're wondering, how does the webinar funnel even break down? Like, what's the math, right? What's the math behind a webinar funnel working? Well, I have it mapped out all here on my whiteboard here. So let's say you have a webinar funnel. Okay, this is it. You spend $50 a day on ads, which is $350 per week. $50 times 7 days is $350 per week. We get $5 to $7 per lead. Okay, that's going to be around 10 leads a day. That's 70 leads that you can call, set, and have them show up for the webinar. 30% show up. That means 21 people will show up. Okay. And now I have 2 choices. I can either close them on a $4,000 or less offer, or I can have 20% book a call for a $4,000 or more offer. So we're either going to get 1 close or 4 calls. And this is the KPIs that we've set for our clients, and you should be setting for yourself to get the most out of your webinar funnel. And if I get 1 close, let's say it's on a $500 offer, I still make money. I still make $150. But if I get 4 book calls and half of them show and they've heard me for an hour speak, I should be able to get 2 closes here. So that's $8K in revenue on $350 in ad spend. That's a crazy ROAS. That's over a 20x return on ad spend. And this is the power of running a one-to-many webinar funnel that I want you to have inside of your business. Now, before I show you the key metrics to focus on your webinar funnel, if you want us to take all of this off your plate, completely done for you, from the funnel to the slide deck, to the offer, to the emails and SMS, to actually helping you with the right support to get the most out of your ad spend for a webinar, I want you to click the link in the description. Okay, you're going to see a link there that says webinar done for you on the end of the path. You can click that now. It's going to say, wojorunsads.com/webinar done for you. And that will allow you to check out my slide deck to see more about our offer, to where we can build a proven and profitable webinar funnel inside of your business in the next 14 days with ads launched. So let's get into the KPIs here. Okay, what numbers do we need to be tracking on this webinar to make it work? So your CPLs is number 1, which is like, what's your cost per lead to get a sign up? I like to be between $5 and $10 a lead. That's where the sweet spot to where it's scalable long term. Second is your show rates. Okay, that needs to be 25% plus at scale. Okay, 20% minimum, but I like to stay in 25% so I know that there's not the law of diminishing returns inside the funnel. Okay, 3 is offer conversion rate. Am I doing a booking call funnel, or am I selling straight up on the webinar? If I'm doing conversion rates, straight up, 10% or more in the room should buy. If I'm doing, book a call, I should be getting 20% of that room to the book a call. And that goes into storytelling, risk reversal, offer stack, obviously having a good price point, payment plans, all that fun jazz that go into this that I do talk about in other videos to come. So subscribe if you're new. Okay, the 4th piece is follow-up. I want to get 5% extra just from follow-up. Maybe that's just call the leads the morning after. We have an AI setter that we place for our clients that calls the leads the morning after. Also, there's texts, okay? There's emails. And then we get into ROAS. Okay, what's the average ROAS I'm seeing on a webinar? Anywhere from a 4 to 6x. That's an average, not, guaranteed or nothing like that. But 4 to 6 return on ad spend is what we're seeing. It's scalable, allows you to build that authority, and then you take all that extra cash, put it into the brand. So there you have it. That's the one funnel I would run right now to get those 5 high ticket clients over the next 7 days. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you want us to take this off your hands and build your webinar funnel for you hands off, click the link in the description, book a 45-minute implementation call with one of my senior advisors that will go through all this with you and give you an exact roadmap from your offer to your expected costs to your expected results, all within a 45-minute implementation session. So click the link below and also subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.